everyone, it's Nandi. Welcome back to Vibrant Authentic Living. Now today I'm going to tell you about this lovely young lady here, this gorgeous young lady. Her name is the Moringa flower. Look how beautiful she is. Now I'm going to be telling you about the Moringa plant, and the Moringa is one of those plants that in several cultures have been called the tree of life, because almost every part of the Moringa tree is useful. The flowers are edible, very crunchy and lovely to eat. Edible food, they are very tasty. So the flower is edible. Here we have the Moringa seeds. Now you may be able to tell I have a Moringa tree growing just outside, and that's why I was able to gather all of these. I brought the forest seed today. So I planted this Moringa tree actually. So these are the fresh green leaves of the Moringa tree, and it's a huge tree. It grows to enormous width and height. These are the pods, fresh green pods, and you will see them just hanging from the Moringa tree, just hanging down. Now when the pods are mature, they will get to a stage where they start to dry out, and then they look like this. So what you do is it will naturally open like this. It will open itself when it's ready, and you just have to shake it out. So you just open it and the seeds fall out. They just fall out. That's the seed in the pod. So they will fall out. This is the inside of the dry pod. See this pod? You just open it and remove the seeds. See, they just fall out of it. So this tree of life is the most nutrient dense plant on the planet. The most nutrient rich plant on the planet, as far as we know. Packed with protein, packed with the B complex, folate, calcium, potassium, iron, zinc, you name it, the Moringa has got it. And it has got it in quantities that rival the top notch guys. So all the guys who are hailed as being the go-to guy for this and the go-to guy for that. If you want calcium, you go to this guy. If you want vitamin A, you go to this guy. If you want potassium, you go to this guy. The Moringa has more of each of those than all the top guys. That's what we're saying. So, right, so this is the dried Moringa. I had this for about a week drying. I typically don't use dry herbs, especially the ones that I have available, but I just wanted to show you. So here are some of the dried flowers and leaves, but I have my Moringa fresh because I can just go and reach up and pick it and get all these nutrients that it is packed with. So how I use moringa, I don't cook it. In many countries, the moringa has been the saving grace in terms of keeping the population away from starvation, rescuing millions of children because it is so easy to grow, it flourishes so well, and it is so jam-packed with nourishment. So the moringa has come to the rescue of many children who would have otherwise fallen victims to starvation around the world. They generally tend to steam it the way you would steam your veggies. I never steam my moringa. I never cook my moringa. I always have it in juices, in green juices. So I will blend my moringa with fruit juices, maybe some. I find that it goes well with the tangy juices. So orange juice, pineapple juice goes well with moringa, star fruit, those kinds of juices. I include it. Watermelon, grapes, I also use with my moringa in order to get all those benefits, right? It is excellent as a promoter of growth in the hair, for firm, clean skin. And there are products that you can get in the health food store, hair products, skin products, general tonics and so on, that contain the moringa soaps. I buy moringa soaps sometimes from the health food store. The moringa has antifungal, antibacterial, and anti-inflammatory properties. It's good for the bones, and it's being researched now as a preventative for cancer, of several types of cancer. So you can see the moringa is a panacea, you could say. It's a panacea. It has so many uses, and as I've said, as far as we know, it is the most nutrient packed natural food on the planet. So we have to big up this moringa. We have to hail it. Say all hail moringa, everybody. All hail moringa. All hail moringa. Yeah, so no, it's very good. And as soon as you plant these seeds, you'll see them coming up, and it thrives. It really doesn't need much care. You know, its roots run deep, so it will source what it needs, and it pretty much sustains itself. As most trees, most fruit trees, at least after a certain point in their development, they are self-sustaining. Most fruit trees, right? And the moringa is certainly self-sustaining. It reaches deep to gather all the nourishment, and it presents it to us, right? Chock full, packed, loaded, densely packed with nutrients. So you know, once you include the moringa in your diet, it is very difficult for you to become deficient in at least the main nutrients that you need: the amino acids, the calcium, the potassium, vitamin C, your folates. For persons who, you know, are in their reproductive years, you know, folic acid is very essential in terms of proper formation of the fetus and a healthy pregnancy overall. Alright, so if you want to support the Vibrant Authentic Living channel, go on over to Patreon, follow the link in the description, and become a supporter. If you have not yet subscribed to the channel, I urge you to do so and spread the word. Tell others about the channel, share the videos so we can get more persons coming on board and making healthy decisions for their life. Alright, so until the next video, this is Nandi signing out. Just have another look at the beautiful Moringa flower. Just look at that. Awesome. And remember, this is edible, quite crunchy and delicious.